Hello guys, welcome to the most excited and awaiting series TypeScript tutorial for beginner to advanced level on coding guy. The technology which is required to learn for a developer who work with JavaScript nowadays in the industry. Let's get started. Let's start with a question, why TypeScript? Why TypeScript popularity is increasing day by day in the industry? Let's step back to our JavaScript. With JavaScript, we can do many things. JavaScript can be used as a front-end technology with these famous frameworks and libraries, React.js, Next.js, Vue, and etc. There are many other JavaScript frameworks are existing. This framework popularity is increasing day by day in the front-end era. Also, JavaScript can be used as a backend technology with the Node.js. With JavaScript, we can build mobile applications by using the React Native. Also, JavaScript is a key technology to build web pages along cross-platform. These use cases of JavaScript code base and popularity and complexity also increasing gradually day by day. If you take an example in JavaScript to add two numbers a and b by using a function add, which takes two input parameters a and b, which returns a plus b. Here we are invoking add function by passing two numbers 1 and 2, which result 3, which is a number which is expected. In the second scenario, if you pass 1 as a number and the second argument, that is a which is a string, which result 1a, it is a string which is not expected. Why? Because the function add is indented for add two numbers and result a result. But JavaScript does not do the type checking on input parameters which we are passing into the function. It will just do the calculations and return a result. Because JavaScript you can take, it is a most forgiving programming language. Also, JavaScript is the most misunderstood programming language. If your code base is small, which is okay to debug the code and catch where error is occurring. But for larger applications, it is very difficult. We can say always, prevention is better than the cure. So, to overcome this problem, which is a dynamic behavior of JavaScript, the solution is TypeScript. TypeScript is a superset of the JavaScript. TypeScript adds additional types to your JavaScript code. At the end, it will always compiles to the plain JavaScript. If you go back to an example, the function which needs to add two numbers a and b. This is how TypeScript will implement this function, where TypeScript will check types for input parameters. That is a and b both are numbers. If you are intended to do this, that is passing one as a number and second argument as a string, TypeScript will give a error, that is argument of type string is not assignable to a number. So strictly here, both a and b parameters should be numbers. Otherwise, TypeScript will not allow you to pass any other types to this particular function as a input parameters. So this is how TypeScript will check and will add types to a given parameters which you are intended. So TypeScript will address and incorporates all the failures of JavaScript, that is a dynamically typing. Due to this, there is a increasing efficiency for developers while they are writing a code and implementing a features. Due to types, most of the common errors will be resolved while we are developing only. So at the end, TypeScript will be compiled to a JavaScript only. So we can use TypeScript anywhere where we are using a JavaScript, both in front end as well as a back end. Now we have few questions related to the codes. Those are, should we learn TypeScript or JavaScript? What we have to choose if we have both technologies? Also, can we learn a TypeScript without a JavaScript? Let's see answers. Answer is simply no. Why? Because you can't learn TypeScript without a JavaScript. Why? Because TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. If you want to learn TypeScript, you should know basics in JavaScript. Why? Because TypeScript is nothing but a JavaScript. Additionally, it adds types. That's it. So we have prerequisite for this particular course. You have to know JavaScript and ES6 before proceeding with the course. If you don't know about JavaScript and ES6, please go back to our JavaScript tutorials in our channel which we are successfully launched. Then you can come back to this particular course. The course syllabus says, first we will learn about basic type in TypeScript. Those are number, string, boolean. Also additional types, that is tuple, enum, void, never, any, and many more, which is additionally added in TypeScript. Then we will see how do we write control flow statements. Those are our if condition, switch condition, else conditions in TypeScript. Then we will see how do we write functions and how do we handle input parameters and return values from the functions in TypeScript. We will discuss about classes, how do we implement with TypeScript. Then after, we will deep dive into interfaces in TypeScript. Then we will see how do we implement modules using a TypeScript. Then we will learn about generics, which we will implement using a TypeScript. These are our basic topics in TypeScript. Then we will move to few advanced types which are there in TypeScript. We are planning these playlists in our channels. Within Coding Eye channel, we will be having TypeScript beginner to advanced level in English. We will be having TypeScript interview questions which are important. We will be covering those as shorts in English. We have another channel, that is Coding Eye Telugu channel. This is intended for only Telugu audience, where we will cover TypeScript beginner to advanced in Telugu. Also, we will be having interview questions as shorts in Telugu. Please do subscribe to our channels and let's learn TypeScript together.